For the Two States project, to get started, you guys need to be in your OneDrive accounts online. Remember, this is your at student.gckschools.com account, not the GS. So it's how you log into the computer, last name, first initial, at student.gckschools.com. You can get to that by going to the link that I have online or the gckschools.com site, going staff, Office 365 login. So that's how you can get there if you don't remember how. So once there, get into your multimedia design folder and you're going to say new PowerPoint presentation. Once that loads, the first thing that you're going to want to do is rename your presentation. And so you just click up here where it says presentation, and you want to name it your last name, Two States project, something along those lines. And then click out here in the white. Okay, it's telling me I have an issue, but I promise you won't. So once you get finished with that, try when you're in here to work in the desktop app the whole time, just because it's going to give you all of the options that you need. So you're going to want to click Open in Desktop App, Open URL PowerPoint Protocol, and then Yes to get that open. From there, it will open in the actual desktop application. Okay, maybe. Alright, I had some difficulties, but once you have your presentation done and open in the full version of PowerPoint, that is when you'll want to add your slide timings. So to do that, you are going to go to Slideshow, Rehearse Timings. From there, it's going to open up, and you can see over here in the left-hand corner, it's going to give you a kind of a timer, and that's how long you're on that slide. So if I were you, I'd go through this and actually talk through it either out loud or in your head to kind of time out these, and I would do it a couple of times to make sure you get it just right. So I'm going to close out of this so that I can kind of do this properly. So what I would do is I would have Slideshow, Rehearse Timings, and I would just say it out loud. So this is my Two States project. I had Alaska and Colorado. My name is. And then I will just hit the space bar to go to my next slide. And so you'll see that this timer still continues to go, but this is how long it's going to be on that particular slide. So you're giving yourself the exact amount of time that you need per slide to talk. And again, just hitting space bar as you need to progress through each slide. Okay, when you are done, you will hit escape, and it's going to say your whole slideshow was 28 seconds. Yours is going to be much longer. Do you want to save those slide timings? You'll say yes. Now when I go to actually present, I'm not clicking anything, but it's going to go through those slide timings for me. Okay, so see, it's just progressing at that pace that I needed it to progress at. So this is really nice because it will just use the time that you need, not anything extra, and there's not any extra clicking because you're just actually practicing through your presentation. So I would do that and rehearse your timings a couple of times just to make sure that it is the proper length of time. The other thing that I was going to show you was, so on these state flag, state bird, state flower, and state tree, you only need the picture and the name and nothing else, but I want you to talk about the history or give a fun fact about the bird or the flower or something along those lines. So you need to use the notes section down here. So you're going to say notes, and you can actually drag this up a little bit so you have more space. And here is where you would type your notes. Okay. And like I said, when you go to present, this part only you on your iPad will see, but this part only your peers will see. And so then when you actually go to present it, you would go and we would be presenting showing in presenter's view right here. Okay, so let me see if I do that. It'll show me an example. No. So it's not going to show, I can't give you a good example, but tomorrow, or whenever you go to present these, you will be able to see them from your iPad. And I believe that's all that you really need to know about this project. Again, you want to make sure you're pushing save and save often. You can work in the online version of PowerPoint. It just doesn't give you all the options. You cannot do timings from the online version of PowerPoint. So you have to do that part in class from your desktop application. Everything else, I believe, can be done from your iPad if it needs to be.